Hi guys, good day to you. How are you all? Hope you're doing safe. And I'm just after a night class, a physical class of mine, and I had a positive vibe throughout the day to do a speaking test video, and I have some energy left. And the time is 11:20 p.m. midnight. And anyway, so I thought of sharing this interesting moment with you all with a speaking test video, which is my favorite. So today the topic that I'm going to select you guys is about the most unforgettable newspaper or magazine which you have read in your life, because that is, to be honest, one of the most repetitive topics which is happening, which is recurring at those exam centers these days. And personally, few of my students got the same topic back to back. And also I just want to provide my heartiest congratulations to Yeshini, who scored band 9 in speaking very recently. All right, fine. And now, if I were you, how to start that particular topic in front of the examiner? Task number 1, after the introduction, they're going to give you a few points. No, they're going to give you a small piece of paper, and you just have to jot down a few points and you need to prepare your speech. So first topic, the first point, I would definitely talk about my newspaper. The favorite newspaper would be like the name of the newspaper, why you like it, who has recommended the newspaper to you, and what are your favorite content or the sections, and what are the personal advantages you had because of that newspaper, and if you recommended that newspaper to someone else, why would you do so, and what are the improvements that particular newspaper should do, something like that. If you keep on saying those things, definitely your 2 minutes will lapse. Anyway, you are done. So make sure that you jot down few points and memorize the points and give the output, like me, because I don't have any other materials or anything, right? I'm just saying it instant with you. All right, let me start up like this, the session. All right, task number 2. Thank you very much for giving me this immense opportunity to speak about my most unforgettable. Sorry. Thank you very much for giving me this immense opportunity to speak about my most favorite newspaper or magazine. That will be none other than the Sunday Times newspaper, which is one of the most top-notch Sri Lankan newspapers, which are issuing more or less on Sundays. Why I do say that this is the most iconic and the most favorite newspaper of mine, because I can still remember that newspaper was introduced to me by my father, and because he wanted to me to indulge with the English, and he wanted me to improve the English proficiency of mine at a very small age. As a result, he used to bring the newspaper to home, especially during Sundays, and little by little he just convinced me to read that newspaper, and thanks to him I was able to perfectly handle that newspaper from top to bottom, A to Z. I used to read it back to back, and I was able to get the big picture of that particular tough sections within a glance. So that particular ability has helped me to overcome my public speaking issues by getting to know plethora of advanced vocabularies and skimming sections, reading sections. I can skim still and get the big picture into my brain, thanks to that particular vast level exposure that I've taken from my ground level. And also, thanks to my father, I was able to get to know about that paper. And while I was proceeding with the day-to-day sections, the most popular or the most favorite section of mine was the entertainment section. Why? That time, the emerging artists were in Sri Lanka were Bhati and Santosh, and which is my favorite still now. As a result, I was very interested on searching the latest information about them when it comes to gossips, the latest musical shows, photos, and other information as well. So as a result, the first thing that I would do is I'll jump the gun for that particular section, and I will just glance through it, and I will I'll fulfill my taste buds when it comes to the artistic information about Bhati Santosh. And also when it comes to the other favorite section would be none other than the sports and health section, where since I was a sports addict in terms of jogging as well as badminton and basketball, I was able to get the big picture. I was able to get the knowledge. I was able to acquire the knowledge about the latest sports happenings around the world. And when it comes to the health section, the medical section, the editorials which are submitted by renowned doctors in Sri Lanka in reputed hospitals, I was able to solve my personal health issues when it comes to if an example, when it comes to inquiries in terms of jogging, how to jog, what are the like the how to think about the knees and the jogging shoe selection, and also the cholesterol limits and sugar limits, those things I was able to I was able to broaden my horizons thanks to that particular newspaper, which has been issued every Sunday just for 50 rupees at that time. And moreover, when it comes to the other favorite section would be the latest happenings around the world, the headline section, where if I feel some articles interesting, I would be definitely glad. I will be digging into that, and I will be getting the big picture into my brain, and I was able to come up with my own summary about that particular section, and I will be digesting into my soul. And also, why I do recommend that newspaper someone else still is because for just 50 rupees it has given me immense exposure, knowledge, vast level of knowledge about the latest happenings around the world, as well as sports, politicals, classifieds, and advertisements, and many other important medical health related sections. One small thing which I couldn't tell you was, like, since I'm a motor fan, in the sense motor vehicles fan, especially SUV fan, I was able to I was able to see those beautiful Jeeps and the latest cars which are introduced to the market at that time, and the ones which are which are in those car sales with the photos and the specifications, brand, model year, those things. It means a lot to me at that time when I was a child. So all in all, thanks to my father, I was able to improve my English proficiency when it comes to the English newspaper that he has introduced to me at that time. And as a result, that would be my most unforgettable newspaper that I ever read in my life. And I would definitely wholeheartedly recommend that newspaper to the young generation to expand their horizons towards a sustainable era. Thank you so much. See guys, I just mentioned that speech and I can speak till tomorrow morning also. It's the same way, same momentum, because the words are flowing, because as I told you a few times, these are not rocket science. These are not, to be honest, these are not exposures, these are not calibers that we have acquired overnight, okay? As I know, like I was been doing this for many years, and I started my career from spoken English, and then later on I moved for IELTS. And even though I'm a full-time accountant, that is a separate story. It's my full-time and it's my part-time. And I was able to talk with CEOs at that time when I was working. I was a child when I was doing CIMA, and I couldn't speak this much English, but I made errors with them. They corrected me. No, Kanishka, talk like this, talk like this. So, and also with my CIMA lecturers at particular university, academy, and they talked with me very hardcore words, English words. So I was able to read, I was able to understand. So that's why, and that made me who I am at the moment. And also, when it comes to the students that who are coming to my classes, they are finding it very difficult to get the wordings done. They are struggling. The words won't come. So how come words won't come alone, right? You have to work hard. English news, read English news, understand English news, listen English songs, understand the lyrics. If you don't know a word, Google search, write the word, memorize, by heart, give the output back to back, and read. I used to read a lot. And even in my assignments, when I was doing 5,000, 10,000 assignments, I used to paraphrase. I used to use advanced vocabularies in order to avoid plagiarism, you know, right? So I had to rewrite it with my own advanced vocabularies. That's how I built own story, the real story. Okay. Anyway, so the video is almost 10 minutes. So I hope you learned a lot about the sudden back-to-back preparation of the speech that I've done with this unforgettable newspaper. That's the way I want you guys to explore. Rather than pinpointing for just 2 minutes and stopping it as a stereotype speaking session, I was going through immense amount of stories for you to grab the knowledge of what I'm speaking. Okay guys, that's the hidden intention. Otherwise, how could I just finish it within 2 minutes? That's me. Alright, so I hope you will learn a lot, and midnight. I'm still doing it just to make sure that you guys learn something out of it. And this knowledge, and to be honest, the real intention of doing these videos is just to grab some merits to my next birth, because sharing formal and very important content free of charge among the public will help you to have a comfortable and a superficial birth next year with all those utmost luxuries. That's what I believe. So as a result, as a service, I'm providing this for you all, the students who are unable to come for my classes and who are willing to improve your English proficiency in the future. All right, guys. So if anything, please let me know. I'm there to help you guys, and I'll see you with some videos. All the very best. Good night. Take care.